Today's story comes from the Reddit user primary spend 7049. Something is in my room. I can hear it when I'm falling asleep. It talks to me, tells me to turn around and look at it. Look at it right in the eyes and it'll go away. I want to, but I know better than to listen. It knows my name. It knows everything about me. It calls me at night and leaves me when morning comes. I haven't slept in weeks, terrified that if I fall asleep, I won't wake back up. My family thinks I'm crazy. My mom tells me that I'm hallucinating because of lack of sleep. No one else had seen it. No one else has heard it. I'm starting to feel like they're right. The night was different. I didn't hear it. It didn't talk to me or call my name. I was still too scared to turn around, but for the first time in weeks, I didn't feel it and I didn't care. I had finally gotten a good night's sleep. The next morning, my mom was in the kitchen cooking as usual. I cheerfully said good morning and sat down at the table. I waited for her to say something back, but there was nothing. I said it again. Silence. "Are you okay, Mom?" I asked. She stopped moving and just stared at the wall above the oven. I looked around the house and finally noticed how quiet it was. Where was everyone? I have 6 siblings, so this house is never quiet. It was unsettling. I looked at my mom and slowly got up and began walking to my sister's room. I knocked, but there was no answer. I freaked, opened the door to see both of my sisters just standing there looking outside the window. I called for them, but again, silence. My heart began to race and I quietly rushed over to my brother's room and flew open the door. Not them too. All 3 of them were standing there, mouths open, just staring at me. My body ran cold and it felt hard to catch my breath. I wanted to run, but my legs were frozen. That's when I heard a loud bang, over and over again. It sounded like someone was repeatedly hitting something. I ran to the kitchen to find my mom banging her head over and over again on the countertop. I rushed over to her and grabbed her, trying to get her to stop. Tears were running down my cheeks and blood was splattered all over the counter. I kept calling for my siblings to come help me, but nobody moved. Suddenly, my mom stopped. She stood up and stared at me, right into my eyes. I froze and stared back at her. Her head was split open and there was blood running down her face. Then she started smiling, but not the sweet, soft smile she had given me when I broke my arm. No, this one was different. Her lips parted, revealing her blood-soaked teeth. Her smile kept getting wider and wider as she just stared at me. I heard footsteps, and out of the corner of my eyes, I saw all of my siblings appear in the hallway, all smiling the same as my mom. I couldn't take my eyes off of her though. My heart was racing, and I could feel every part of my body begin to shake. That's when I heard it. The thing that was in my room. The thing that had been taunting me at night. I heard it call my name once more. I felt that icy cold hand slowly make its way up my shoulders and across my chest. His fingers felt as sharp as a knife. It called my name again and I tightly shut my eyes and began to sing. I could feel its fingers making its way around my face. I could hear it telling me to look at it, but I just kept my eyes shut and kept singing. Once I had finished the song, I took a deep breath and slowly opened my eyes. It was gone. In fact, everyone was gone. My mom, my siblings, they were all just gone. My heart still racing as I looked around the room trying to see anything. I need to call 911. I raced to my room and was about to turn the knob when something stopped me. I felt my stomach begin to knot and something telling me to not go in there. I let go of the knob and ran out the front door. I began to round down the street. When I looked back at my house, I caught a glimpse of my room and felt my heart drop. Inside was my mom and siblings standing there staring at me through the window. My mom began to smile and waved at me. My siblings followed. I didn't catch it at first, but then I saw in all of their hands was a huge kitchen knife. I took a deep breath and ran to the nearest police station. I told them everything. About the thing that's been talking to me at night, about my family. I even told them about the knives. I saw all of their faces turn pale but quickly go back to normal. One of them grabbed me and told me that I need to go home and stop causing trouble. I know he knew what I was talking about. His voice was shaky and he kept trying to avoid eye contact with me. I begged for him to tell me what was going on, but he just ignored me and threw me out of the station. This was maybe 2 days ago, and I've tried telling everyone, hoping that someone would believe me, but everyone just acts like I'm crazy. So I'm posting it here. Please? If anyone knows what happened and what I can do to fix it, then please tell me. I just want my family back. The end. This has been Gray Stories. I hope you liked them. Good night.